Yeah, fam. We still outside, baby. We still in these streets. And we gonna stay out here a little bit longer. Man, this was a crazy load, man. It was amazing to get it, but at the same time, crazy how we got it. Not in a bad way crazy, just some back and forth, trying to get some understanding and communication. Now, when I pulled up, they already had the pallets sitting on the dock. They was ready for somebody to come get these pallets. Yeah, I'm already loaded, fam. I didn't have time to stop and talk when I pulled in. I saw them. They looked me dead in my eyes like, you are who we've been waiting for. And I'm like, I'm here. So yeah, fam, we loaded. We're in Humble, Texas. And we got to ride 999 miles. 1 mile short of that 1,000, but it don't matter. It don't matter. We got the load anyway. We are in Humble, about to head over to Gibsonton, Florida. Going to Florida. It's right there by Tampa. It's by Tampa. I told y'all know me. I said I go to Florida. I just can't go below Tampa in Orlando. I can't go that low. I gotta stay close by. And the reason being, because if something get crazy, I gotta be able to deadhead up out of there, and to be able to deadhead and get back to that circle, ATL, baby. So yeah, that's 1 tank of gas to get from where I'm going, Tampa, Orlando, up to back to Atlanta. Tank of gas. But yeah, fam, to get this load, it popped up. I hit him up, and he was like, we need somebody to pick it up today and deliver it tomorrow. And I'm looking. I say, nah, if I pick it up today, because, you know, your boy was already outside today. We went and did a little baby bag already. But I was like, hey, let's keep going. I got time. But then I got to the house. I'm like, yeah, I'm sitting. But I saw it pop up. And I said, hey, I get it. Like, can I pick it up in the morning? They was like, nah, it needs to be delivered next day. And remember, I told you got to talk to some of the brokers sometimes because they don't know. And I'm like, well, to go 1,000 miles is roughly, remember, 3 hours for every 200 miles. I'm like, to go 1,000 miles, that's about 15 hours, give or take. Then you add in gas and all that other stuff, grabbing some bite to eat because you're going to get hungry. Go to the restroom, all that kind of stuff. I'm like, that's going to easily bump up to 17, 18 hours real fast. I say, what's the cutoff time? And he was like, I think 3. And I was like, you're going to be cutting it close because it was already like 2 something when I was talking to him. I'm like, we ain't even got there to get the load. And you talking to me, so if you don't give it to me, you just going to waste your time. He wouldn't give it to me. Then he refreshed it on the board like 30 minutes later, and I called him back. I said, hey, man, I can pick it up today, but it might not get there till Thursday. He said, okay, if you can pick it up today, get it there Thursday. But you know your boy, I'm going to try to get it there on Wednesday. So I'm about to head to the house and get me a cuddle. It's daytime, so I'm not going night. I'm about to go in the day. It's time to go day, baby. Not night, day. And I'm going to just slide to the crib. I'm going to pick y'all up in the middle of the night because it's going to be time for, you already know, fam, night riding. So give me just a second. Y'all going to see the load and everything. And I'm going to head to the house. And after y'all see the load and everything, I'm just going to pick y'all up in the middle of the night. So yeah. Enjoy watching. I know it'll be seconds for you, but it's gonna be some hours for me, just a couple. So enjoy watching the load get loaded. And I'm finna go take me a nap, power up, and I'm gonna pick you up in the middle of the night so we can get this load on over to Florida. Cause you know we gonna try to get it there Wednesday, not Thursday, cause I got to keep the wheels turning. Cause that's the only way we can keep earning, baby. So give me a second. I'll tap back in with you in the middle of the night. Yeah, fam, y'all always ask me if you can do this stuff with a pickup truck as well, but I'm finna show you. As you can see, you can load with a pickup truck as well. So I'm about to get loaded. I just wanted to show y'all that because I know some of the fam be asking if you can use pickup trucks, and the answer is yes. It's just how you gonna get the loads and where you gonna find them at. But that's not on you. That's on your dispatcher or courier service or whatever. But you can use trucks. Let me go and get loaded and we can get up out of here. Yep. You're good. Yep, you're good right there. Might be a forklift picking out there. Yep, no, that's good right there.
Thank you, good sir. I appreciate you.
Yeah, fam. You know what time it is, baby. It's time to get the moving for this night riding, because it's time to go. It's about to go down. It's about to go down. It's 12 o'clock, fam. Got me a little shut out quick. And now it's time to hit this slab, baby. We already prayed for the nice journey we on. Nice, safe trip. So let's get the rolling, baby. And don't worry, you finna roll across these states with me. That's the only way we're gonna get there. You gotta ride with your boy. So let's go and hit this road, especially so we can get on the other side of that New Orleans and Louisiana traffic and all that, cutting across 10 to 12. Let's go ahead and slide out so we can go ahead and get in front of that traffic. Cause ooh-wee, that morning traffic down there be crazy. But yeah, let's get the rolling. I'll pick y'all up as we go, because we got some time ahead of us and it's gonna be a good one. So give me a second, fam. Let me get up this road. All right, fam. We out here rolling, but now we stopped. And I mean stopped. Chip said he didn't want to go no more. I got some gas. Then I got on up the road. Good little ways. Then your boy got a little hungry. I saw a sign for Bojangles. And that Bojangles breakfast with them rounds be good. So I slid up off the freeway. Bagged into the parking spot. Got my Bojangles. Came outside. And Chip did not want to drive. We got a warning that says service electronic parking brake. You can unset the parking brake and it still won't go. So now, I'm talking about, look, I ain't even had a chance to eat my Bojangles. Still here. I don't even want it no more because I gotta do I told y'all in another video, you get paid to figure out problems. We still a little ways from the drop off. So, your boy got to get to doing his masterful thinking. Don't worry. I got a couple of options in my mind. And I'm going to explain it to you once I figure out which one I'm going to go. Because I called a couple of mechanics, called a couple of it's all over the place. And that's going to take time. So, to explain the whole entire story. Because it's been fun. Hey. That's part of this game, man. It's going to be challenging at times. But hey, if you want to get to the top, you got to be able to go through every hurdle, go over a hurdle, around obstacles, break walls down, whatever it is. So yeah, I'm finna sit here. I'm finna figure out what we about to do. And when I figure out what we're about to do, I'm going to let you know. But just sit tight, hang tight. Well, I guess we got to hang tight because I got to figure out which way I'm going to go. I got a couple ideas. I got to make some phone calls and handle some business. And when I figure it out, I'm going to let you know. If Chip wanted a chauffeur, all he had to do was tell me. He didn't have to go just stop on you, boy. He just wanted to hang out in Alabama, I guess. Oh, well, he didn't want to drive. He wanted somebody to carry him to the hospital. I swear, Chip is spoiled. But don't worry. Let me get him drop off and everything squared away, and I'll tap back in with you. Give me just a bit, baby. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. We got Chip dropped off. Whew, talk about hot in Alabama. Now let me I better not find out Chip got no girlfriend out here and he just wanted to hang out. God, here if you didn't want to drive, you just could have said that. You out there getting chauffeured and stuff. But you better not be out here partying while I'm going. You better be good. And if they do something to you, let me know. You know how we get down. We ain't got nobody just messing with you. But anyway, it's time to get back up this road, baby. It's crazy because I forgot what live it was, but somebody asked me what I would do if there was an issue, why I had a load. I told y'all what I would do. But y'all know me. Hey, I'm the test dummy. Hey, we're going to talk about all this at the end of the video. Boy, we're going to have a conversation. Because I ain't even told y'all the other part about me getting pulled over by the police. Don't worry. We finna keep sliding, fam. We finna keep sliding. Don't worry. You not stuck with me this long. And I'm going to tell you now, I'm apologizing in advance because I was trying to take the clips as fast as I could with everything going on. So it might have been a little choppy so far. I'm going to try and do better, but your boy we on a mission now. We got to go and complete it. And we're going to explain everything at the end. Because, it's one of them days. If you could think about it happening, it most likely happened. At least that's what I feel like it. But hey, it is what it is. But one thing about it, we was able to bless a couple of people while we was out here. But don't worry, we're going to talk about all that at the end. We finna slide on up this road so we can get this load about here. I don't even know what time we're going to get there. I ain't even checked. I don't even know. We'll figure it out. You're going to figure it out because that's how we know. We just talked about this last video. Sometimes you just got to make it do what it do. We out here just rocking and rolling, figuring out this game of life and cars and this transportation together. But hey, let's get up this road. I already wasted hours and hours and hours. Well, I guess it wouldn't be wasted because we did get to bless some people. And we got shipped to the shop. And it's all, I'll tell y'all at the end. I'm already rambling. Let's just ride. Just ride. I'll pick y'all up as we go. Give me a second, baby. Yeah, fam, we pulling in right now. Look like I gotta go through a gate, so I'll pick y'all up in a minute. Alright, fam, we finito. We been finito, baby. We finished yesterday. But, man, by the time I got through getting that load up out of there, because we didn't get in there to about 2:33 in the morning. Yeah, something like that. And they got that thing out of there. I wasn't mentally there. It was time to be done. I was done. We had a long day, fam. It was long. So, I got up out of there because, you know, it was around that traffic time and I ain't feel like dealing with it. I got up out of there because, you know, one of them things I tell y'all all the time, when I say I'll go to Florida, but I won't go below Tampa and Orlando, it got to be that right up in that area. Because after that, I can get back up to I-10. And that's what I did. We headed back up north, get up out of that thing. And we stopped in Lake City. We stayed the night in Lake City. Got caught up on all the sleep. Got some good food. Ooh, man, had some smothered turkey wings with some mac and cheese, some cabbage. Oh man, right? It was amazing. And yeah, and then I was out of there, fam. We was done, but yeah, fam. Even with everything, let's get some numbers out the way. The load was 999 miles, and they paid your boy $1.05 a mile. Yes, sir. We got 1,050. Now, that's when, y'all seen all the fun. You caught up. Let's catch you up. So me and Chip was rolling. And it was the craziest thing. We was riding down I-10, and we was already in Alabama. And I saw an unmarked white SUV Suburban, the police Suburban. On the side, looked like they had just let a car go. The car wasn't there, but the lights were still on. So, we all got over to the left lane. Then when we passed them, we got back to the right lane. After that, I could see in the side mirror, he got ready to be done. He got to going. It was a bunch of us. And once we got back over there, cars started going like normal. And I saw in the side mirror him flying up. I wasn't thinking nothing of it because it was all the cars. And so I'm coming up to an 18-wheeler. It was a flatbed. I wasn't all the way there yet, but I was coming up, but I see him moving. I don't know where he's going, but it was other cars, so I'm thinking, he just doing his normal thing. I need to get over because I'm starting to catch up to the flatbed. But I can't because I see all the cars coming by, plus I see him way back there coming. And as soon as he got right on the side of Chip, he all of a sudden slowed down. So I had to slow down because I'm coming up to an 18-wheeler. I hadn't got to him yet, but the way he slowed down, I couldn't get over and slow down because I didn't know what he was doing. Then all of a sudden, after I slowed all the way down, he jumps behind me and pulls me up. I'm like, whatever. I ain't doing nothing because I know I ain't speeding. He gets out and he tries to do the question. He's like, can I see your ID? And I'm like, what for? What did I do? Because you got to tell me something. He said you were following too close. I just bust out laughing. You know me. Y'all know me, fam. I'm good. I ain't got nothing to worry about. And he was like, what's so funny? I say, I actually wasn't following too close. I saw you over when you stopped, and I saw you flying up. I say, but I couldn't get over because you were coming too fast. And I say, and I was going to get behind you, but then you abruptly stopped. Like, he didn't slow down. It was an older gentleman. So I wasn't tripping about it. He wasn't tripping about it. So I was like, so I had to abruptly stop too because I was going to get behind you. And he was like, he basically asked me, he was like, he was older too. He was like, how would you have known? I was like, dude, I say, I've had training on speed. You know what I'm saying? My eyes ain't been calibrated yet, but one of them trainings they did with convoy training in the military, because I used to drive for them, drive that as well, was, determining people's speeds. You use different things to determine speeds, like certain markers in the roads, certain lines on the roads, just whatever you can find. It's a lot of training, but it's a bunch of ways to determine people's speed. And I was like, you were speeding up. So you weren't even at a steady speed. You were continually to speed up. So I knew based off of the distance of how you were catching me to how fast you were speeding up, I was going to get behind you, but you stopped. And he just looked, and he was like, he had attitude, prior military and all that. I was like, yeah. So I gave him an idea. I wasn't finished. I was ready to go. I had load back here. We on timetables. So anything, we cleared that up. No tickets, none of that stuff like that. Like not even a mile up the road, I got to going and I saw Bojangles, and your boy wanted some Bojangle rounds. If y'all ain't had them rounds from Bojangles, go get you some. And so I got off. Went inside, got the Bojangles, got ready to leave out. Chip wouldn't go. And then after that, it started giving me a notification in the dash saying that the ABS, the anti-brake system, it basically, the electronic component of it that's in the back, not the actual parking brake in the front that releases the parking brake, but the electronic component in the back, it locked it up. So it couldn't do nothing. So we had decisions to make. Oh man, this is finna be the fun part of the story, because it still was fun for me. It was a blessing to others as well. So I called around different mechanics, told them what was going on, to mechanic shops. And I had already called a mobile mechanic. The mobile mechanic said I can be there around 1. Cool, it was already 10 something. I took a picture of what I could see, and I was like, it looked like one of them lines might have been frayed. It was like, that looks like this line, go get it. So I went and got it. I still got the part. Because I'm taking it back, but still got the part. I went and bought the part, got an Uber, went and got that part. I'll tell y'all about the Ubers in a minute. That was the amazing part of the story. Went got the part, came back, still had my Bojangles, didn't even get to eat it because I kept doing other stuff. And so after I got the part, got back, let him know I was here, and he was like, yeah, it's gonna be a little after 1. I'm like, okay. It was about 11:30 by then. I said, Patience is a virtue. We just talked about this. So I was like, cool, 1:30, but I kept calling around because I wanted to understand what this meant and where I was at, because I was in Theodore, Alabama. I called like a couple of mechanics, and they was like, yeah, we wouldn't be able to do that. Like, even if we were able to do it, we don't have the equipment to recalibrate it to the van. I'm like, all right, cool. Then I called one mechanic, and it was an older guy. You could tell on the phone. He was like, nah, we can't do it. I've heard this problem a few times. We've had this issue a few times. The part's on back order. We can't find it. We can't do it. All right, my bad. And so then I called around to the Ram dealerships. I had already called like one of them. But that one, when I called the first one, they was like, man, we got like a 10-day wait period, like for you to even get in here. I was like, ooh, we know. So then I got back to calling Ram dealers after the last mechanic I talked to. The next Ram dealer said it wouldn't be to the end of next week before they can get your boy in. I say, ooh. Then the next Ram dealer I called, but they did tell me, they say, call the Ram dealer on this street. And I'm like, all right, that's closer to me anyway. I was just going down Google. And so I called them, and they was like, yeah, the first available appointment we have that we could even get it in, it'll be Monday. But that's just, I already knew this part, but they were all like, that's just the appointment to see what's wrong, and then we go from there. Cool. So now I'm like, as the day gets closer, then it comes to 1 o'clock, and I'm like, hey, where's the mobile container? Just want to check the status of them. And the young man was like, hey man, like, I gotta drop my kid, because he had already told me he had his kids, and you know me and family, I don't care. Hey man, take your time, come holler at me. Then around the clock, just want to make sure we still good, because now my mind is starting to think about the time. Like, if something needs to be done, the end of the day is gonna happen, and I got this load back in the back of Chip that got to get there the next day. All that's playing a factor. So then he's like, oh man, I gotta drop the kid off and all that. And I'm like, hold on, I thought the way you communicated this, like you was gonna be here around 1, not 1 o'clock I leave and go drop the kid off. Like, hold on now, that's start, because I don't know where you at. So I tell the gentleman, I say, hey man, don't even worry about it. I got this covered. I'm just gonna get the van towed to the shop. And so then I called another Uber, and it was a young lady. Tell her to come, but as she's like 2 or 3 minutes away, the mobile mechanic calls back and he starts going through stuff, and I'm like, hey, the part you told me to get, they like, that ain't even the issue, so it's something else. So even if it does have to be fixed, which I'm pretty sure it does, because I saw the frayed wire, and I'm like, even if it does, it's something else on top of that. I was like, and then you come out here, he's like, no, we can do this. And I was like, and then they say the part not there, not around in a 100-mile radius, because I looked it up on AutoZone, the different parts. It wasn't even a 100-mile radius. And he's like, no, I've done this before. We can order it, and then we can get it sent here overnight and get it done. And I'm like, I'm just like, whatever keeps me going. Like, let's look at it, whatever. Because in my mind, I had already called around different rental truck places. U-Haul had no rental trucks in the area, none. And so I had already knew they was no good. So when I talked to him, I'm like, all right, cool. He do overnight. I hadn't called the broker yet, because I want to make sure, because before I call somebody, this is something that I was taught in the military. Before I come to you with a problem, I need to already have the solution. I need to notice multiple different solutions we can decide from before I present a problem. I'm the same way. Don't bring me a problem without a solution. Give me some solutions. That's something I had to do as a supervisor. Then when I got to the senior leader position, my people knew, like, if you got an issue, come to me. We're going to figure it out together. But throw me some solutions, because the reason I say that, this is going to make most sense to y'all when I put it this way. As you start climbing up certain ladders, whether it be corporate, supervisor, manager, as you start climbing up certain ladders, the work that is done at the lower levels, like in the warehouse, the ground floor, whatever your job may be, you start to lose a sense of that job. You still know how to do the job, but you're not in the day-to-day activities of that job. So, same with transportation. I told you, these businesses can be interchanging. I'm out here in the road driving. The broker knows I'm moving, but he doesn't know all the intricacies that are going on around while you're driving. That's why I told you got to tell the brokers what's going on and explain stuff and why you need stuff done a certain way. So I have to have solutions. So this gentleman, back to the story, he's like coming. So I tell the young lady on the phone, I'm like, yeah, we possibly can do that. Because so I called, the Uber was pulling up, and as she pulls in, I say, hey, I'm sorry, I don't want to waste your time. I just want to cancel the ride, but I want you to get paid. So how do we do this and all that? I'm going to come back to her. We're going to keep skipping through. I'm going to come back to all the different people. And so After that, because the dude told me about 20, 30 minutes. So I'm still calling around. I'm putting stuff into play because now I know I still need to get stuff done. So about 20, 30 minutes later, I'm like, what is this dude doing? And then he texts me. He said, all right, I just got to my house. Time out. You're supposed to be dropping your kid off and on the way here. Now you just get to the house, so I text right back, because that was all I needed. Nah, fam, you good? You good? We good. Now, if he would have showed up or something, I would have been real straight, because I had already planned on, I had already called around after, in between that time. I called Enterprise, called all these different places looking up of trying to find a truck, because I still knew I needed to get the load there for tomorrow. I was able to find the one truck in the area, which is what I'm riding in. Old Ghost. We gonna call him Ghost, because I was moving through the night, baby. We got Ghost, and we got the lot, because I was thinking if the guy comes, the mobile mechanic comes, even if he has to work on something, he can help me if I need help putting this load, the load from Chip in the Ghost, like, whatever. So even if I gotta pay him, it still works out the same way. But when he said that, I said, don't even worry about it. We good. But if he would have got there, I would have hooked him up, because, probably would have helped me out. After that, we was good. So I got back on the horn. I had already reserved the van, the truck, whatever you call it. I reserved everything. I even called back and blocked in the the Monday morning, just so I don't lose that appointment. I had already done that. And so when he said no, that means everything in the plan shifted. Go time. So I called, got the schedule. And so I went and called another Uber, because the young lady was coming to take me to pick up Ghost. But I let her go because the guy was coming over here to help. Thought we was going to see what was going on first. But when that happened, I called a third Uber. That Uber driver showed up, took me straight on over there, picked up Ghost, drove back. And while I got back, I started putting all my stuff in here, called a tow truck. Tow truck came, put him on there. And when we got the tow truck, he was like, you need to get the stuff out of here? I said, yep. And as soon as he got it on the bed, he angled it just right to where it was able to slide the stuff out of Chip and slide it right in the back of Ghost. Went drop Chip off. Chip is over there on vacation. I swear that boy better not be over there partying. I swear to goodness gracious. If he just wanted to chill, he just had to say so. So anyway, he over there hanging out because they said Monday, but in my mind, because we've all dropped stuff off at the shop before. That don't mean it's gonna be ready Monday. That just mean they're gonna diagnose it. I don't know what type of parts they got to order. Now, great. Be blessing if they order it Monday. I would take that hit on the chin, because if I knew it would be ready on Monday, then yeah, I just would have hung out, dropped the load off, and went back and spent the weekend and just hung out in Alabama. But I don't know that. So I got this truck, and I got a one-way, unlimited miles, all the way to the house. So here's the decisions I had to make. When Chip broke down, I had one decision: put him in the shop, call a broker come and get somebody else to get the load. Don't know how far away they would have been, because remember, I was in Theodore, Alabama. They would have transloaded it. Remember, that's just probably most likely it would have had to been a box truck. That way they had a lift gate and we can would have been able to put it on there. So it would have had to been a box truck, so we'd have to do that. But remember, we only went about 400 miles or something from the house, from Humble, Texas. And so that wouldn't have got paid, a couple hundred, not all of it, because you didn't finish the load. You would only got a little bit of it. So that would have did that. Don't know the exact price, because remember, we never called the broker. And then the second part, I could have got a plane. I could have dropped Chip off and got the broker to get something like that, and then got a plane ticket and flew back, or stayed the rest of the weekend with however long to Monday and find out. Don't know how long that would have occurred. It could have been 3-4 days, a week, but that would have been all in the hotel. The plane tickets to fly out the next day were coming in at $450 something before taxes. So that was that. And then the truck rent, it came out to about $550 after taxes. It was like $552, $553, something like that. And it was unlimited miles, one way, dropping off back at the house. So I weighed my options. If I get somebody else, the broker, to come get the load, then I don't get paid the full $1,050. And then I gotta still buy a plane ticket, and then whatever couple of dollars, $100 or so I would have got from the broker, and I still would have had to buy a plane ticket, and then figure out how to come back when Chip get ready, or drop the load myself, get the $1,050, that'll cover the truck. I don't know how much gas it's gonna take to go back. I know round trip and Chip, it would have been roughly about $250 if I wouldn't have did nothing else. Cause Chip might be in Theodore, Alabama, but I'm letting you know, Chip, I was looking at them lows in Florida. We missed some work. We was gonna be working. That was the plan, but God got a bigger plan, so your boy ain't tripping. So yeah, that all played a factor, and I came up to the decision that it's financially wise, it's better to go get the 1050. I know it's basically, to sum it all up for somebody that knows, it's basically like I delivered the load for free. I only made like $100 to $200 after gas, because I know the van is $550, the truck is $550. When it broke down, I had already put like, I think like one filter. I only filled up once with Chip on that one because I already had gas. So I only filled up the one time, so that's $50. So we in at $600, and so now whatever the gas adds up to getting there and getting all the way back home, which I haven't done that calculation. We'll talk about that on the Sunday on live. I'll give you all the correct numbers then. But it's looking like, yeah, we might make a couple hundred out this load because of everything that's gonna get subtracted, which in my mind, business wise, that comes out the best end. We ain't even factoring in how much Chip gonna cost you. Not even worried. I know some part of people be like, man, BG, you be crazy. You be out there having fun and going crazy like you ain't in the predicament. Hey, I was taught a long time ago, why cry over spilt milk? I can't do nothing about it. Why would I be mad? Why would I be angry? Why would I be sad? Chip wanted to take a break. Take your break, fam. You just could have warned me, but take your break. It happens. We planned for this. We told you last year. We talked about maintenance money. We talked about what you're supposed to set aside. You can't set it aside for when it happens and then be mad that it happened. It's part of the game, fam. You don't get mad if you work in an office job and you run out of printer paper or the printer run out of ink, or when the computer got to be replaced because the computer hard drive cracked. It's part of this game, fam. It's maintenance. Anyway, we'll figure out Chip when the time comes, when they tell me whatever they tell me. All I know is this what came out to be the best decision for me. I know everybody else has their own opinions, their own what they would have done this way. I'm not worried about that. This is my journey. I ain't mad at you. I'm just sharing it and expanding it, because we talked about this about a live or two ago, or at the beginning of the year, something like that, and somebody asked, what would I have done? And I was like, man, I would figure it out, because the load got to get there some kind of way. Like, I can't do nothing about the vehicle. And one of the questions, I was like, I probably would have rented something if that was the case, and just got it completed. Like, if it's some crazy stuff, yeah, I know you got to call a broker, let them transload it and all that. But if it can balance out like right now, where it's going to be more beneficial for the business for me to do this way, versus just come out of more money on top of more money on top of more money, digging deeper in the hole on top of what it takes to fix Chip. It might be more time, might be feeling like wasted money to some people, but financial wise, it's more beneficial for me to do it this way, because then I'm not losing money. I end up still making money off the load. It just isn't the whole 1,050 minus like gas and stuff. I had to throw the truck in there now. You know what I'm saying? Plus the gas isn't just going one way. Now I'm subtracting the gas because now I got to go all the way back to the house. So whatever that gas is. Because yeah, I can't just sit in Alabama. So if I'm going to sit somewhere, I'm going to sit at the house. So I'm going to go sit at the house. We're going to see how long it takes for Chip to get ready. All I know is this load is finito, fam. We got the $1,050. I wish it was $10,000. The $1,050. But it led to, I seen some of the comments. We already got the name of the show for the Sunday Live. Appreciate you, Magris. We already know. I had one of the fam hit up asking questions about being in the cargo van game. We're going to break that down. One fam even asked about, made a comment about me being in the box truck. Once I see the loads, I'm going to tell you now, fam, the box truck don't make me feel like I need to be in the box truck. Not giving up Chip. It's a couple of variations. I'll give you a couple of quick ones. One, this thing burn more gas faster than Chip. It's not getting the 4 to 450 that Chip gets it on the road. It don't do that. This thing might be getting about 300, 350 if I'm feeling nice. So no. Gas wise, and then they got dual axles and dual tires on both on the back, and I don't like that, because not saying you have a bunch of flat tires, but in the event that one happens, I don't feel like dealing with all that. Plus, it's not as spacious on the inside. I'm not comfortable. Like, it don't ride the same. I know I'm used to Chip, but it don't ride the same. I'm not sitting in the same position, like looking the same. It's a whole bunch of stuff. We'll talk about that in the live on Sunday. I already ran this long too left. Oh, y'all want to know about how, man, this video getting longer than I planned, but I told y'all I'll tell you. So part of that, when I told you, I feel like things are for a reason. So, and God's a blessing. So one of the Uber drivers, because I talk, you know me, I talk to everybody. One of the Uber drivers, we were able, after hearing, because we heard the conversation, had good conversation, got prices out the way for what they're doing in Uber, what it looks like in Theodore, Alabama, their financial situation, everything that was going on in their life. I hope everything's going great, fam. I want you to do amazing. So that was at the beginning, and we thought we were going to be good after that. So I was like, hey, I tipped him $50 because it was just amazing convo. Plus, he took me to dang on the Uber. Plus, he brought me back. He didn't have to wait. He actually waited and then brought me back. And you know, I was like, I'll hook you up, pay you out of pocket, so that way I ain't got to go get another Uber. And then the young lady in there, amazing young lady in auto parts, the AutoZone, couldn't find a part, so the Uber driver waited on me for about 20-30 minutes on top of that. So yeah, that $50 was well worth it, man. Bless somebody, man. Be a blessing to somebody's life if you can. Second Uber driver, that young lady, when she came, this was her, it was crazy. She didn't know how to stop nothing, cancel nothing, so I ended up canceling around on my end, but she didn't know how to do none of that for the simple fact this was her first day Ubering, and I was her first ride. I was finna be her first ride. She was like, I have no idea. She was like, I just started, this is my first day, my first ride. I was like, all right, you just sit here. I was like, let's be a blessing. You just stay where you at. I had already gave the last $50 I had to the first Uber driver. I was like, sit here, let me run and get some money at the ATM. At this time, I'm thinking I'm still finna have to throw, because the mobile mechanic said it was going to be $75 to come out there. So I just took $200 out the ATM thinking we good. Gave her $20, left me with $180. Thinking, hey, we straight. And she was like, oh my goodness, this is amazing. I was like, it's just $20. She was like, nah, from what I've been told by everybody, she was like, I should be looking to average around $7 to $15 per ride. And I'm like, what is going on in Theodore, Alabama? This is what they pay at Uber? I don't know. I ain't never talked to nobody in Theodore, Alabama by Uber. It's just gonna be Houston. So she got 20. She was like, this is great. First ride, 20. I was like, hey, glad it worked out for you. Then the third Uber driver, we talked and had a great time. And apparently when you do Uber, if y'all never done it, at the end of the ride, it got the stars and you can tip. So one of the questions I asked, like, hey, if I give you this tip in here, do you get the whole thing? Because I know some people say, like, you don't, you do, you don't. Restaurants, you do, you don't, whatever. And so he was like, yeah, I should. So we had a great conversation as well. Dude was real cool. So at the end, I just pressed the biggest star, which was 10. So I tipped him $10. He's like, oh, man, I appreciate it. Like, most people don't go all the way to the top number. Very rarely happens. It was like, thank you. Like, you know, just talking. I ain't going to tell everybody business. Just, it was good. Then the tow truck driver came. That was $165. Of course, was gonna go through the insurance, but what they told me was gonna take too long because the closest ones that they can get in the area was gonna take like an hour or two to get there. And I'm like, no. And the one that I called was literally like 10 minutes away. They were like, we'll be there in 10. I'm like, I'll pay for convenience. So I didn't, just so you get that out the way. I didn't have to. I just didn't feel like staying a couple of more hours waiting to see when they were gonna come. I was ready to go. It was already a long day. So I paid the $165. Remember, I took $180 out, but while I was talking to them and like, hey, how do y'all do it? They explained the different tow truck scenarios around here. Like the first Uber driver had already told me how much Mobile, Alabama was growing. And the tow truck driver, they were like, hey, it's a family business. Like this is what it used to be, but since the city's starting to grow, is more truck drivers taking on. So it's like, you know, it's not really a fight, but it's more of us now than it was in the past. So since I had the 180 still left from the 200, they said 165, just gave them the whole 180. So it was what, a $15 tip. So all in all, we was able, while we was out here, to bless 4 individuals, 4 families, however you want to put it. We was able to bless out $95. So that was the biggest thing. God put you places to help others, be a blessing to others' life. So that's what happened with the 3 Uber drivers and the tow truck drivers. So we was able to bless people, even in the midst of what we looked like was chaos. We was able to be a blessing to others, and that's what you want to do in life, man. That's what it's all about. I don't know what the plan is. That's God's plan. Maybe it was to bless them. Maybe it was to prevent me from being out here and being somewhere I should not be. Or he's putting up a roadblock somewhere that's protecting me from something. I don't know. We'll figure out when that road comes. But all I know is that's the end of this video. I'm finna head to the highs, baby. We got, maybe I might, hopefully I ain't in too big of trouble because I got about 12 hours of driving. So maybe we got to have a conversation. Maybe he wants to talk to the little guy. But anyway it go, me and God gonna do some talking on this 12-hour drive. You know, make some plans, see what the future holds, get some things going. This video's done. We already know the name of the live for Sunday. If you don't, you need to go look at some of them comments, because I always tell y'all to go back. Because if new fam, just go back. look at the lives and all that, because some of the stuff I'm saying, it kind of correlates to what stuff we already talked about. Day one fans, I know y'all rocking with me. But yeah, the title is already for the live is already in the comments. Thanks, Maggers. It's already in the comments. So yeah, that's what we're going to be talking about on live, because we're going to touch on that and touch on other stuff that's happened that I didn't want to make this video too long. It's already longer than I planned because of everything that's happened. So yeah, that's the end of this, fam. We'll pick the rest of this up when we go live on Sunday and break everything down, including the final numbers for what it took to do all this, so we'll know how much we made out this trip, so we can prepare to get old Chip up out the shop once we figure out what's wrong with him. Yeah. But until then, fam, I hope y'all like getting the bag. We already got this bag. We finna go to the house and relax and chill and see when Chip decide to get up out of his spy retreat. I swear that guy there. But either way it go, fam, that's the end of this one. I want y'all to get y'all bag. I'm sorry that I rambled on. I was trying to get it all condensed into this one video, because you know your boy don't do no edits. It just, you get it how it come. And we'll talk about the rest on this live. So I would say until the next video, it ain't gonna be no next video, because we about to ride out, unless God blesses your boy with a load on the way home. We'll see how that work out. Either way it go, we know the live coming. So I want to say to the next video or to the next live. Until I see you again, you already know what I want you to do, fam. Y'all stay blessed.